Okay, hello and welcome to another A Branch Takes a Quick Look At, where I think I haven't actually done one of these in a good while. Like the last one I think I did was on Illbleed, and that was back in October. So today we're going to be playing Tai-Fu Wrath of the Tiger. This game came out in 1999 on the PS1, and I don't actually remember if it had any other versions, but I will talk more about it once we get through this opening cutscene and get into the game. So I will just let the opening cutscene play out, and yeah, so I will be back in just a moment to ramble my way through the start of this game and see, if I'd like to do a full series on it at some point.
Find him and see that not a scrap of fur remains.
Don't be so hasty. He'd make one heck of a nice rug.
Stop! This temple is sacred. You cannot just enter and defile it at your will. Loping? I was told a tiger had been raised amongst your pointless order of cowards. Hey, it seems I've been misinformed. You are less than nothing. Pathetic. That ends that. Finish up, guards.
With pleasure.
Tai, you must go.
But what brought them here? Why should I be any more important than anyone else?
Look at our poor fish. Yesterday they were plentiful and prosperous, and today, well, not so. You too are all that remains of your clan. Time can greatly alter one's prosperity.
Look what time spent caring for me has brought you and the temple.
All necessary sacrifices. Stop dwelling on that which you cannot change. If you stay, they will be back. Visit the Tiger Temple ruins at the edge of the bamboo forest on top of the Great Hill. It is only there you will begin to find the answers you seek.
All right, Brother Ping. I will do as you said.
Good luck, Tai. And keep mind of your Kung Fu skills and training.
Okay, so this game came out in 1999 on PS1, and it was developed by DreamWorks Interactive, which I think then became something under the EA banner. I think it was EA LA, and then became Danger Close Games. I'm pretty sure I've used the same team, or at least like the same developer, also made like the early Medal of Honor games. I don't know how many of those there are. I remember seeing a whole bunch of them in game stores when I was a kid. Okay, so, well, we just fell right off. So basically, we can jump, we can do our basic combo, and we also have like an ender where we can hit triangle at the end of the combo and it'll do a big move. We can do a grab, we can block, we can do a taunt, which I imagine will charge your chi later in the game, and we can crouch, which I don't know if that has... Oh, wait, that actually does do something. Like, if I press block while crouching, it did a little sweep. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I guess I have, like, a sweep at the end of a combo when I'm crouched. Good to know. And I also have jump kicks, obviously. So, let's just pick this up. That's a bonus life, and get to the end of this level. So basically, yeah. Pretty much, we just have to get to the gold coin at the end of each level, pretty much, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, the bosses will be different. And I'll be totally honest, I don't know how many levels there are in this game, but honestly, I've never played particularly far. Like, I've done these first few levels a few times, but, like, I've never actually sat down and properly finished this game all the way through. I think I've beat the first boss a couple of times, but I don't think I've ever really played too far beyond that. So after, like, level 3 or 4, this game will be completely blind, and I barely remember it as it is. Okay, so, press triangle to finish off combos. Also, obviously, these like pieces of jade are pretty much our coins. I don't think there's like an in-game store or anything, and for us to buy new moves. But you know, just like your coins in Mario or like rings. No wait, does Sonic get an extra life if he gets 100 rings? Now would be a weird time to note. I've never actually like finished a Sonic the Hedgehog game. Like, I haven't played a whole bunch of them. Like, I've only played a small amount of... Like, I've played a little bit of a few of them, but I've never sat down and finished any of them. And... Wait, can I fall off here, or is that just death? I'm not going to risk it, because that might just be death. And, honestly, you know, I don't really want to die on the first actual level if I can avoid it. So yeah, pretty much, actually, the next enemy... Why don't I just grab them? What if I just grab him and just Okay, that didn't quite work as I'd hoped. But I can just, yeah, I can just beat him up from here. You know, and just fall onto spikes a whole bunch and take a ton of damage. Okay, so I am like half dead here. So I should probably play a little bit more carefully. Okay, I think that one died. And actually, wait, if I grab, can I grab him when they're down and get a different kind of throw? Anyway, I'm just gonna drop down here because I do want to just quickly try to check out, see if, like, see what I can do with various things. Like, see if there's any secret hidden areas or anything. I'm not really counting on it, but hey, anything's possible. And we got a bonus life, which is very nice. And I guess we can just walk back up this waterfall. And there we go. And just hop back up here, and away we go. So yeah, I imagine that as we proceed, we'll go and get more moves. Because obviously, you know, well, it's the start of the game's moveset. I don't think we'll be stuck with that for the entire game. And why, you know what, that's very clearly just like a pit. And I very evidently just messed up grabbing them. There we go. We just throw them off, away we go. Do we get anything for just throwing them off? Probably not, but I don't think we lose anything either. Okay, those are a full health restore. That's good information to have. Now, let's try... No, wait. Wait. Was that like a slide move? Oh, wait. That's what I was pressing that button rather than crouch. No wonder I was doing the wrong move. So yeah, I'll be totally honest, I hadn't really initially planned on doing this game. To be totally honest, I was kind of just like scrolling through just like a list of PS1 games to be like, well, what could I play? Like, what could I play just to fill in one episode? Because honestly, I didn't really know what to do. But I needed something to fill in Friday. And yeah, I needed something to fill in Friday. And I still need to like edit the Gen 5 favorite Pokemon thing. Like, I have like a bit of it done, but I don't know. Like, I'll finish it off at some point. And I have the rest of the favorite Pokemon thing recorded. Hopefully that doesn't age badly by the time. Hopefully by the time I get all of those done and out, it hasn't aged badly. I guess I'll put a little note in. I'll put a little note in if anything does change between now and then. But yeah, pretty much I just need something to fill in for Friday before I start Persona 2 Eternal Punishment on Monday. And to be totally honest, with that, I am in a little bit of a quandary about it. Because I'll be totally honest, I did a whole bunch of recordings like to get really far ahead of myself, so I could buy a whole bunch of time for myself to just play other stuff. So I'd have like the stuff I was doing on the channel, but then also just like, you know, just had a few just games that I just hadn't got around to playing, and just to not record and just play normally. And then I basically just have spent the entire time playing League and got into playing Dead by Daylight, so maybe not my smartest decision. But hey, like, gotta do that ranked grind in League at some point this year. I say that, but I think I've got to do it twice, because I think they said they're splitting the season this year. Not too happy about that. But whatever, you know. I do love my rewards of free stuff. To be honest, it's a lot. Like, basically, my reward at the end of a League season, a skin for a character I never play. Like, I think I have all of the Victorious skins since, like, Season 5? And, yeah, the only one of those characters I play as Maokai. And, okay, to be fair, I would play Graves if they hadn't changed him, like, in Season 5, and I just don't like how he plays anymore. Like, yes, I know that his current incarnation's been in the game longer than the original one was, but whatever. I just never liked the new one. And, on the DBD side of things, actually, the ranked reset was today, so, note, I'm recording this the day before this video goes up. And for a second I thought my controller had gone off. But yeah, I've basically split my time about evenly playing Killer and Survivor. To be honest, since I haven't, like, bought any of the, like, since I didn't invest in, like, all of the DLC or anything, I basically just play all the base characters. I managed to get all of the adapts done with all of the survivors I have, though. I mean, it's only 7 of them, but hey, I'm pretty okay with that result. I mostly, for Survivor side, have just played Bill and Dwight, though. And on Killer side, I mostly just play Wraith so far. I do intend on, like, playing others at some point. But, you know, just for now, those have been my kind of starter ones. Oh, also, we finished the level and we are now up to Bamboo Hill. I don't really have much to say about this game so far, because I've basically just been wandering up to every enemy and doing the exact same combo on it. And it seems to be working so far. But yeah, that one looks a tiny bit different from the previous one, but whatever. Wait, that's the wrong button. I need to stop doing that. Like, I've consistently tapped R2 a block when it's triangle. Turns out, having triangle as a block button is just not something I'm used to. Okay, so let's just keep going, I suppose. This is the right way, right? I think it is. Defeat 3 enemies to advance. Okay. If it's giving me, like, if it's saying, hey, you have to beat up this many enemies in this area and move forward, I assume I must be going the right way. And so I guess it also just all spawn directly on top of each other. 9-hit combo is pretty good, though. But yeah, like, okay, so I have completely gone off on a tangent. So basically, what I was going to say was my plan for P2 Eternal Punishment is it's a longer game. Like admittedly, I basically got myself miles ahead. I've, like, recorded the entire game at this point. But at the same time, I looked into the episode count, and I think it's the longest series that would be on the channel. So, mostly just in the interests of, like, potentially, you know, keeping some interest in it and stuff. I think what I'm gonna do is, I'll probably just do, like, the first week or so, or normally, and then I might have just a couple of other, like, shorter playthroughs and other videos, as every now and then, just to, like, maybe just have them on, like, alternating days, so I just have a bit more stuff coming out, really. Mostly just on the off chance, because I know that, you know, super long RPGs might not exactly be to everyone's tastes. Because, well, I'll be totally honest, for a very, very long time, JRPGs were not my thing. I mean, to an extent, I don't even know if they technically are now. Like, I've played a few SMTs, I've played all of the Persona games, but, like, I've never, like, the only Final Fantasy I've finished is 10. And other than that, I also finished Blue Dragon. And it's now just hit me, I finished Blue Dragon like 8 years ago. So, that just hit me like a ton of bricks, but whatever. And then, But yeah, I still need to play a whole bunch of them. I feel like there should be a secret there, but it also just looks like a death pit, so I'm not gonna go down there. I hope I get a dive kick later in the game. And I fell down. Okay, I can just jump back up here. Cool, perfect. And there goes the snakes. I imagine we'll also be seeing other enemy types in the near future. Because so far we've just seen snake and snake with gloves. And I imagine the game won't just be those for the entire game. Now, let's just try to jump across. And... okay, that... you know what, let's just go down there and beat up this enemy. Can I just grab my other blocking? Apparently I can. Cool. I don't even know what happened there. I will say one thing about Ty's character model and his walk, though. I really like the walk. It's like, I am walking with purpose type of walk. But also, at the same time, I will say, like, I don't know if it's by design, but the character model, especially in that opening cutscene, like, he looked kind of like, more like a snake with tiger skin than like a proper tiger, you know? I don't know, I think it's just like the way, I don't know. Also, I will say I do like seeing just some of the like, oh, this is a game from the late 90s. Well, like, you turn and it's just like, oh, he momentarily just looks like he's going completely 2D. Like, I don't know, I think stuff like that in older games just has such a charm to it. Okay, so that is the end of this level, and we can grab this gold coin. I assume the, like, little claw mark in the corner, like, since it pops up every time I see a beaten enemy, I assume it's just like a kill count of like, hey, you took out this many enemies in this stage. And that was something falling off a shelf. No, don't worry about that. Okay, so I have 10 lives currently. Okay, away we go. So that is 3 levels complete. I don't know if I can really call the first level a level, but here we are. Okay, we've made it to the Taiga Ruins. So let's head on in here. So I can only assume that this will either be... I don't know. Could this be a boss fight? This might be a boss. Because it's like the first major, like, landmark. It's where we were told that we need to go to. So I assume that this could be a boss stage. Avoid the club and strike when Crusher is vulnerable. When they are vulnerable. Okay, yeah, this definitely must be a boss stage. Yeah, I feel pretty comfortable saying that this must just be a boss. Yeah, and it wants me to drop down into an arena. Yeah, this is totally a boss fight. Okay. Okay. Not a fan of how it seemed to just, like, randomly do a flash when I hit them. But you know what? I can just darken the screen. Like, I can just lower the brightness. And that's when I do a little bit of editing. It'll be fine. Okay, so I just need to dodge hits and then just go, I suppose. Because, you know what, I haven't died yet, and honestly, I would quite like to... Okay, that was big damage. Turns out, you know, getting behind them might be the play. Alternatively, I could just, Alternatively, I guess I could just DPS race them. I think I can actually just win the DPS race, to be totally honest. Like, if I just jump in, get like a 5-hit combo every time. Like, I just need to dodge one more hit and I should be good. There we go, we won. Cool. I wouldn't even say he had Kung Fu. He kind of just, like, swung a club at us. And are we getting a cutscene? I assume this must be a cutscene now. Okay, away we go.
Most impressive, young tiger. The Crusher Python was a formidable opponent, but your skills, though rough, serve you well.
Who are you?
You may call me Master Typhoon.
the abandoned Tiger Temple ruins.
Fallen, but not abandoned. Long ago, a great battle was waged here during the last days of the siege. Blood of the noble White Tiger clan stains these very stones.
And now they're all gone?
Long gone. But their spirits are all around you. Each of us has an inner spirit, an energy, fed by the world around us. It is called Chi. Witness time.
Nasty move. How'd you do that?
The blue bar I've added to the top of your screen will grow as your chi does. Summon your energy, make it yours. Concentrate, focus. Now press L1 to fire.
Cool.
Well done. But there is much more to learn. Listen carefully. You will head into the jungle and meet with your cousins, the Leopard Clan. Inside their fortress, you will earn an audience with their master. He will instruct you in the feline ways of your kind.
Leopard Clan, huh? Well, they'll never guess who's coming to dinner.
Oh, well, that's... I guess that's a pretty solid, hey, this is where you gotta go next. So you gotta go find the Leopard Clan. And we can now use our new move, which is... How do I do it? Oh, there we go. That used a lot, but okay. Oh, I see what it wants me to do. Let's quickly just pick up these jade pieces. I don't think these do anything for me. But you know what? Let's just go and get them anyway. As soon as the camera wants to work with me, because it seems like it might not want to. Oh, if I can platform over there, I can get another bonus life. So let's quickly hop on over there and grab a bonus life. I don't know how good this game will be when it comes to wanting me to do platforming. Oh, there's no bonus life here, so I guess we can just get two. And you know what? I will take any bonus life I can get, because honestly, I don't know. Well, if I do end up deciding to continue with this, you know, kinda just nice to have more bonus lives. Nobody saw that. No. Yeah, nobody saw that. That didn't happen. So, can I just jump to here straight away? 10 out of 10. I love it when I can do that. No. You know what? I'll do this. I'll attempt this one more time, and then I'll just give it up. Because, and I feel like I maybe just... Okay, there we go. Maybe I was just jumping too early. Or maybe I should have just used the jump kick, because I think that can extend, like, airtime so you can get a bit further.
Bring it on.
I assume I need to break this.
Bring it on.
And I think it's a safe assumption that I've got to break this, or, like, hit this with the wave. There we go. 10 out of 10, we did it. It took us a little bit of doing, but we did it. We did it. So yeah, my first impressions of this so far are, I think it's got a solid premise. Like, I like the idea, but so far I don't have, like, a massive amount of moves. I think a few more moves in your early moveset could be welcome. Okay, let's do the Leopard Jungle, and then... Yeah, I'll do this level, and then I will call it an episode. But because, honestly, well, we are currently coming up on about 25 minutes, and I imagine this will probably take me, like, another 5 minutes. So I'll get us up to around around half hour. Use the chi scrolls to power up and then control the elements. Okay. So I assume I'm gonna need to use these. Okay. Okay, leopards, these are definitely new enemies. That's a weird looking plant. Oh. Okay, that's like a swamp. Good to know. Good to know. Avoid the water. Did that snake just spawn out of there, or was it taking damage? honestly, I don't think I want to. No, I'm just going to leave it. And I guess I... Oh, wow, I am getting destroyed by those plants. Jeez. That was real bad. Sure, let's throw hands with some plants, and then throw hands with a leopard, I suppose. But yeah, wait, can I hit him with the lows? There we go, that worked. I imagine that, like, there might be, like, a fair bit of, like, you know, just kind of, a bit more depth to this combat if you go a bit beneath the surface with it. But, like, it definitely doesn't seem amazing with it so far. Okay, it says use chi to control the elements, but I don't know where I would go about doing that. I mean, surely, in this type of game it can't be, like, particularly complex, though. Wait. Oh, that is like a dash. I can charge that up and do a dash. Yes, it's kind of like a dash uppercut. Okay, where am I even going? Well, there's still jade pieces here, so I assume I must be going the right way. Like, I know, I basically tend to approach games with the logic of, well, if there's new stuff, if there's items I haven't picked up, or enemies that are, like, alive, in a game where enemies won't respawn, then I assume I must be going the right way. Because realistically, why else would there be enemies there, if not to fight them? Okay, let's pick that up, and just keep scaling up here. Okay, that's kind of cool. I will say that is a kind of nice looking background. Okay, I guess we're in, like, proper 2D mode now for a second. Well, not even 2D mode. And I guess it's just, like, proper full-on beat-em-up mode. I say that, but we are just destroying these leopards. I mean, you know, I'm defeating the leopard clan with the greatest power of all. Mashing the combo. Mashing the same one combo. Okay. Got another checkpoint. This game seems rather generous with its checkpoints. Although, it just dropping 3 enemies on me just like that was honestly kind of a surprise. I mean, they didn't land a single hit, but I'm kind of surprised that they just went, hey, here's 3 enemies at the same time. Like, 3 enemies with mobility, I guess would be more accurate to say, because there were, like, 3 plants together earlier. But either way, we can pretty comfortably get through here by the looks of things. Are these plants going to be a problem? Probably not, but I might as well if we go down in 2 hits. And, okay, let's just jump across here. And, okay, I think I must be going the right way. I guess I'm going down deeper into the forest, so I guess that makes sense. Got a checkpoint, so I must be going the right way. Defeat 4 enemies to advance, okay. And, you know what, let's try the... Oh! It changed the wave. If it didn't... It changed the wave, so it didn't do like a shockwave. It turned the enemies to stone. That's kind of cool. I feel like I've heard that owl sound effect before. But then again, you know, I feel like there's a lot of sound effects that just got a lot of play in kind of games around this time. Okay, there we go. There's all 4 enemies down, so now we can move forward. And... Oh, those move. Those are moving forward. Those are moving towards me. Well, let's just, Oh, okay. I guess they do a lot of damage, but they only hit... I guess they attack fast and do a lot of damage, but they go down in a single hit. So that kinda makes sense. Kind of a drawback to them. Because, honestly, I think those things have been I think those green plants have been the enemy that have given me the most trouble so far. Aside from, like, the actual boss, but even that wasn't really too much trouble. Okay, we got a bonus life. Can I go over here? Well, it seems like I can, but I can't go up. So I need to figure out how to get up there. Well, when in doubt, sometimes you gotta backtrack. You know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes to go forwards, you've got to go backwards. And let's just wail on this snake again. Is that even a snake? What type of snake is it? I do not know. Oh wait, I am low on health. Ah, whatever, it'll be fine. Today on, I still refuse to block. I died. Fortunately, we have a bazillion checkpoints. Okay, yeah, I do need to go over here. Fortunately, I have so many checkpoints available to me. I love having checkpoints available. Actually, one thing that I will say that I greatly appreciated about games from this time, and I think it's kind of weird to phrase it as like a dying or gone like art in a game, but like I really like game over screens. Like I think a game having a good game over screen is actually like, I don't know, I feel like there's some really good memorable game over screens. Like arcade games had a lot. Oh, there's a heal right there, and I just didn't check that side last time. That is genuinely kind of tragic. Okay, I just bodied those guys. Okay, I'll just go across here, and I imagine we must be near the end of this stage. And oh, there's a heal right there too. Perfect. I probably should have picked that up after I beat the enemies, but whatever. So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of really just good game over screens, and I think it's just something that we don't see a whole lot in games anymore. Like, I understand why, because, you know, we don't really tend to get a game over anymore. Or, like, even continues are, like, something that you don't really see a whole bunch. But, yeah, I always thought game over screens were really cool. Like, obviously, there's the super iconic ones, like, everyone knows the Metal Gear Solid ones. Fallout 1 and 2 had really good ones. Castlevania Symphony of the Night one is really good. I've always been a fan of the House of the Dead ones where it's like, hey, okay, I have to beat 5 enemies. Like, I always like the House of the Dead ones where it's like, okay, so, like, yeah, your character died, but, like, he has them, like, falling down, and to show, like, hey, you died, but also, like, he has the map to show you how far you got, and it goes through, like, everything. Like, I always thought that was super cool. Tenchu also had a really good one. It's a game over screen I have seen a lot, because I played Tenchu a fair bit when I was a kid, and never got past to the 3rd level. And to this day, I've never finished that game. I think I did beat the 3rd level in my quick look at it, though. But yeah, game over screens are cool. Honestly, it's something I would quite like to just do a video where I talk about game over screens, because I think it's kind of a lost art form now. But with that, I am going to save the game, because, well, why not? If I do decide to continue this, I will have, you know, progress already made. Wait, I'm a quarter of the way through the game. That seems odd, but okay. Okay, so we've made it to the Leopard Fortress. And with that, I am going to end this off here. So did I enjoy my time playing Taifu, Wrath of the Tiger? Honestly, kind of, yeah. Like, it's definitely not perfect. I wish I had access to more combos and stuff. But for what it is, just a simple, like, 3D beat-em-up, I would say it's pretty fun. Like, it's not exactly... Like, I'm not going to be out here championing it, being like, it needs a remaster, or anything, but, like, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Will I come back and play more of it? I mean, I might. Like, apparently I'm a quarter of the way through the game already, so... I'll put it on the maybe pile. Like, I'm not gonna outright say no, but I'm also not gonna outright say yes. And, yeah, with that, Taifu, Wrath of the Tiger goes onto the maybe pile. Which, honestly, is kind of rather fitting for it, to be totally honest. Like, I think it's rather fitting for it to fall onto the maybe pile, because I did a tiny bit of looking into this game before I started recording this, and by most accounts it seems like this game was came out and the review scores were basically an overwhelming, yeah, this is fine. But anyway, with that, this goes onto the maybe pile for continuations, and I'm going to end this one off here. So as always, feel free to click any buttons down below, or leave a comment if you feel so inclined. I accidentally just hit like 4 buttons at once. Hopefully I didn't break anything. But yeah, with that I'm going to end this one off here, and I will hopefully see you all on Monday for the start of Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. Okay, thanks for watching. Later.